This is video 4, relational maintenance and on-again, off-again relationships, an assessment of how relational maintenance, uncertainty, and commitment vary by relationship type and status. Relationship status is now more complex than just terminated or together, and that's why stability needs to be measured on a greater scale because there is something called on-again, off-again, or cyclic or churning relationships now. On and off partners typically have more negative behaviors and fewer positive behaviors than their non cyclical counterparts. Communication behaviors within on and off relationships is the driving variability between their non cyclical counterparts. Relational maintenance is defined as behaviors that sustain the relationship and build the relationship, and they can either stabilize, escalate, or de-escalate a relationship. Maintenance differs in on and off relationships as they must maintain some sort of relationship during transitional periods from on to off. In currently dating couples, more frequent use of maintenance is associated with relational escalation and stability over time. So in currently dating partners, using relational maintenance is just all good stuff for your relationship. On and off partners, however, may act in ways to facilitate relational maintenance and make the relationship better during dissolution rather than during the time that they are together. Relational uncertainty is the degree of confidence people have in the relationship and the continuance of it, right? So the more uncertainty you have in the relationship, the less maintenance there is, and the more maintenance you have in the relationship, the more committed you are. Right, all right. So this right here is the methodology. So this was an online self-reporting survey measuring current and post-dissolution romantic relationships. It's dependent on relationship status. You would be directed to parallel versions of the survey. Well, basically, it's the same exact survey, except questions will change from current partner to past partner, right? Answers were based on either your current relationship or your most recent partner. I'm so sorry. The answers were all based on your current relationship with your current or your most recent partner. The sample was 614 college students enrolled in university. The survey was done in exchange for extra credit. The final sample ended up being 487 with 360 females, 126 males, with an age range from 18 to 42. 58.1% reported on their current relationship, and 41.9% reported on their current relationship with their most recent partner. Average relationship length was 18.11 months, but relationships ranged from 1 week to 96 months. Participants rated the degree to which they use specific maintenance strategy with their current or post-dissolutionist partner. The subscales included 8 items for participants' use of positivity, 5 items for openness, 4 items for network inclusion, 3 items for assurances. They rated their levels of certainty about the relationship for the 16 items on a 6-point Likert scale, ranging from completely or almost completely certain to completely or almost completely uncertain. Scores were reflected so that way higher scores indicated greater levels of uncertainty. There were 7 items pertaining to their current level of commitment. Items were then combined, so higher scores indicated greater commitment. Participants in dissolved relationships were asked who initiated the relationship, who initiated the break of the relationship, and then they had to rate it on a scale of 1 to 7, from 1 being completely their fault and 7 being completely the other person's idea. And yeah, so before I get into the results, they did 3 research questions, which was, do relational maintenance behaviors partially or fully mediate the relationship between uncertainty and commitment? The second one was, in current relationships do the interrelationships among maintenance behaviors and commitment vary by relationship type? And in the third question, in post-dissolution relationships, do the interrelationships among relational uncertainty, maintenance behaviors, and commitment vary by relation type? So these are the results. On and off partners have a lower use of relational maintenance. That's kind of expected. Then differences. Whoa. On and off partners have a lower use of relational maintenance centered on certain behaviors. However, differences in maintenance did not depend on whether or not a relationship was cyclical or non-cyclical. Relationship uncertainty was negatively related to all three maintenance behaviors and commitment, and network inclusion was related to commitment for on and off partners. Network inclusion being a part of the social friend group, that type of thing. Relationship uncertainty was not related to commitment for non-cyclical partners. Uncertainty was positively related to commitment for on and off partners. So the more uncertainty you had, the more commitment you had to the relationship if you were in a on and off or cyclical relationship. The more the partner initiated the breakup, the more uncertain the person being surveyed was about the nature of the relationship. Uncertainty is linked to commitment directly as well as indirectly through specific maintenance behaviors. So to conclude, on and off partners maintain their relationships more during the off periods rather than during the on periods, and that might be why they cycle so much through on and off periods. And yeah, the end. That was video 4.